Hey guys, this is J19 brought to you another video, and today I want to cover why do I think that Final Fantasy VIII needs a remake and my thoughts on it. So if you guys want more Final Fantasy VIII news, remakes, theories, thoughts, speculations, feel free to like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay notified when I go live or upload my next video. So with that said, let's get right into it. The number one reason why I think Final Fantasy VIII should be remade is it is like the black sheep of Final Fantasy. A lot of people forget about Final Fantasy VIII, or if they do, remember, it's not their favorite. There is some select few out there that really love Final Fantasy VIII. I was one of those people that Final Fantasy VIII was one of my, it was the second Final Fantasy game I ever played as a kid, right after 7, and I loved the characters, loved the music, loved the story. The gameplay was fun. The junction system and draw system I wasn't a big fan of, but I really loved the aesthetics of Final Fantasy VIII. And I just feel like with the remaster, it was all fine and dandy, but I still think that this game should get a proper remake. And Katase has stated in the past that the first Final Fantasy game he wants to see remade after Final Fantasy VII Remake, well, Final Fantasy VII, is Final Fantasy VIII. He would love to see that game be remade, but he wouldn't be on the project. He said that he would want the younger generation, the younger employees of Square Enix and their division to work on this game. And when I heard him say that, it showcased the love and passion he has for Final Fantasy VIII as well. Like it's one of the first ones he's thought of. Of course, he thought of like 6 and 5. Or maybe 4, I think he said. But 8 was like his number one answer. And I think that Final Fantasy VIII should be remade. It should be revamped. You can still keep like the junction system and draw system, I think. But maybe make it less tedious. It's more fun. It's more modernized for nowadays gamers. Of course, it wouldn't be turn-based, of course. It would be more action. In my honest opinion. That's the way Square's going, but if Yoshi P is saying, hey, it's turn-based done for, and he says no, I think that there will be a return of turn-based Final Fantasy games in the future. I think it could happen. Final Fantasy VIII could be one of those games that if it ever got remade, I hope, this is my plea for Final Fantasy VIII to be remade, and my thoughts on why it should, is because it could be one of those games that can still be turn-based, but it can still, like, modernize the junction system. The draw system could be a little bit better. Other than that, it was fine. I really liked it, but it's just one of those ones, like, really tedious. You really had to, like, put forth a lot of grind, especially for, like, drawing magic, so you can have, like, different magic to use and for your junction to build up, to make your characters OP, which is cool and all. But I would love to see this game remade, and like the Final Fantasy VII type of remake. Now, do I expect them to change up the story? They can probably go through and like tweak a few things, but I would love to see this game be remade, but like a 1-for-1. They might add some stuff in it they have cut from back in PlayStation 1 era, but I really can see them expanding upon it a little bit, like some cut content that they might have that they was limited by hardware. I would love to see that be implemented in Final Fantasy VIII Remake. So yeah, I just want to drop a short little video for you guys on why my thoughts, why I want Final Fantasy VIII to be remade. Because you know what, if they remade it to a point where it can draw even more players into Final Fantasy VIII, the characters, the story, the freaking incredible music. Oh, man, it's so good. I wish that more people would appreciate Final Fantasy VIII, especially the character arcs, story arcs for the characters, and what they go through and stuff like that. I won't spoil that here, but with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Final Fantasy VIII. Have you guys played it before? Are you guys want a remake? Are you guys satisfied with just having a remaster? Let me know in the comments below. With that said, be safe out there. Be nice to each other. I'll have links in the description below for my Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Feel free to give me a follow. Join Discord. we could discuss more on this topic, among other things. So with that said, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Love you guys so much. For love and support as always. God bless. Talk to you later.